Welcome.
What's up? How are you?
Welcome to Air Quality's podcast, episode 10.
Yes.
Rio. Let's go. It's
Somebody
crazy.
starts calling me. Are you out of your fucking mind? This can't be happening.
Who is it? Who's big baby Tony? Oh, it's Tony. Hi, Tony.
Is that Abigail?
Yes, it is.
And you're on the podcast
And now you're on the podcast because somebody else just called while we were fucking trying to record.
Oh shit. What's up, people?
I will call you back.
What's good, baby?
I'm so violently hungover.
Yas.
Yeah. Is that why you didn't submit your Pride Parade story?
Oh my god. I haven't even been on social media.
Yeah, well, I posted this yesterday, so it's okay. It's okay. It's already gone.
It's gone?
Yeah.
You want to send it to me?
No, it's too late. We're already recording.
Text us your story.
Okay.
Bye.
Have fun, Tony. Bye.
Bye, love you, bye.
Let's try this again.
Yes.
One more time.
Oh, I thought we were just going to keep it.
We are.
Okay, great.
I'm just saying the intro.
Air Quality's podcast.
Yes.
Get your latest tea on what's hot in pop culture, society, service industry. Oh yeah, we forgot Serve It Up. We have Serve It Up at some point.
Yeah.
And what else? All the things. We're just doing the things in Pride Month. It's been a week.
Do Not Disturb is my new favorite friend. Well, it's always been my favorite friend, but I gotta turn that motherfucker back on because you see what happens?
It just makes me have to call you twice.
Exactly. So if you really want to talk to me, call me twice.
And you know I will definitely keep going.
Ding dong. It only sucks when somebody calls on the intercom to get into the building.
That makes sense.
They probably were like, nope, never mind.
Access denied.
Let's do it.
Yes. So we're going to start this week with As I Remember.
You know what I remember?
What?
When summer used to start in May.
It kind
Not
of
like
did.
really start, but like, it would be hotter in May
Yeah.
than it has been. It's been raining. It had some cold days. I remember when summer used to be longer.
Well, as I remember, we did go to Six Flags this week.
True.
Shout out to our employers for giving us free season passes for the year.
I didn't use it, but yeah.
What do you mean?
I always have the membership.
Wait, and you don't?
No, yeah. I go to Six Flags for the margaritas and I stay for the rides.
Oh my God, we got so excited on those margaritas.
We didn't get our third one, which I was like, maybe I didn't need it, but I also stayed out till like 3 or 4 a.m.
What? After I left you?
Yes.
Oh.
I went to Hydrate.
Oh, yes, you did.
And Martin.
DJ Martin.
Yeah, loves to keep me there. He'll literally play after the show ends. I go to see the girls, and then after the show ends, he'll just play every song that he knows I like. So I'm trying to walk out the door, and you just see me run back to the dance floor.
Music trapping is crazy.
Yeah, because I'm obsessed with music.
Yes, as you should, as we all should. Music is a beautiful gateway to the happiness of life.
For sure.
Truly.
Love to hear it.
Yes. Aw, cute.
Yeah. It was a rough Tuesday. I didn't go to the gym.
It was a rough Tuesday for me too. Ooh, that weather knocked me out.
Yeah.
Knocked me out. I was down for the count. My body said, no, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. And I was like, okay.
Well, I had to go to work, so I didn't have that luxury.
I called off.
That was
I never
Wednesday.
call off. No, I called off. Oh yeah, that was Wednesday. Tuesday, I wasn't feeling great at night. And I had I even took my temperature at one point. And it was like 99 degrees, which is high for me. Somebody who's cold-blooded, who averages around 96.9. So I was like, this ain't good. And then the next morning I woke up and I moved really quickly to the bathroom. And then I just stayed there for a few hours.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just kind of laid down. I have like rugs in the bathroom that are like, really
Fluffy.
cozy. Yeah, they're fluffy. And I just laid there. Why is it so fluffy? The fluffiest of rugs. More traps. But anyway.
Was that my phone or yours? Your phone better be on silent. It better be on Do Not Disturb at this point.
I'll put it on airplane mode. Fine. These mics are too good. I tell you, people.
Up everything.
Everything. We had to turn
Except
off.
for my voice.
We're fixing that today.
Yeah.
All the technical difficulties. Oh yes, the YouTube video will be up later. God said
Well, by the time
not
it's come out,
today.
it will already be out.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just like my internet never fluctuates, and it fluctuated twice last night while I was downloading it, and it messed up the video both times I was downloading it. So it took about 3.5 hours just to download a single video without any skips, jumps, lag. It was wild.
That Boost Mobile will get you.
I don't have no Boost Mobile.
Are you
Spreading
sure?
misinformation.
Listen, the truth is the truth.
Ain't no truth.
RCN, Boost Mobile, same
That it is RCN.
thing.
But I've never had a problem.
I just got a new modem actually.
Oh, nice.
So my internet should be pretty good now.
Heyo. I think I'd need to up the
Yeah.
The
I
voltage.
have the fastest speed that is possible, so
I thought I did too.
I ain't playing no games when it comes to streaming.
I got the PlayStation, the Switch, the computer, the phone, the TV. I think it's just like, ugh. But I don't know. Actually, last night I was looking up solar flares because then I was also getting another headache last night. And it was weird. It was in my frontal part of my head, the sides of my head, and this has never happened. In the back of my head where my neck is connected, I was feeling achy. Yes, but then I looked up solar flares, and there was a huge solar storm last night, apparently. And NASA was like, look out for blackouts, and so I'm wondering if that's why my internet was weird.
Was that last night or night before? Because
Last night.
the gym for Christian, the power was out for like 24 hours.
So it started 3 days ago, and then the update for last night, literally when I looked at it, it updated a minute before I checked it, which was wild. So solar flares are a thing.
Never knew.
Never knew. Anyway, what's in the air this week?
There's a lot.
There's a lot. You want to start? You want to start the good news?
Yes.
Yes!
So if you guys have, I haven't been really good about giving the details of Karen Reed. I was hoping you would go watch for yourself. But the jury was out, as we spoke in the last episode, and they came back, and she's not guilty.
Not guilty!
Woo!
Yes!
But
There's too much stuff.
There's too much tampering of evidence. There's too much things that didn't make sense.
Driving to a military base to dispose of your phones is crazy.
Yeah. And the parking situation and being in the room with the tail light and the
dog.
And yeah, the dog and the snowplower not seeing a body when he was there in the morning plowing the snow, and then all of a sudden the body appears a couple hours later, and then the kids being there, the nephews and the supposedly thinking that was part of it too, and the people picking up the other people and not seeing a body. It's just, there was so much.
I don't think this is going to be the end of that. I think because
somebody has to be charged.
Yes, that's the next
They can't
steps.
charge her again though.
No, she's done.
Yeah.
Thank God. She looked like a little girl hugging her dad. It was so sweet. I felt really relieved for her. The crowd roaring outside the courthouse gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, everybody was screaming.
I'm glad that they finally got that right.
For sure.
Yes. Mine's a little sadder. I'm really sad that celebrity chef Anne Burrell passed away 2 days ago. She was 55. I have one of her cookbooks. I used to love watching her. Worst Cooks in America. I want to say Perez Hilton was on there. But she does a lot of really great stuff, a lot of public stuff. And just today, it came out by TMZ and by Post that she was found on the floor of her bathroom shower, surrounded by dozens of unmarked pills.
Oh.
So that is really sad.
Wow.
Yeah. And she posted maybe like 6 days ago, she was performing a set at the Second City outside her home in Brooklyn or New York. I want to say Brooklyn. Just happy, smiling, and yeah, it's just a really sad. You don't know what people are going through.
That's true.
It kind of gave me Anthony Bourdain vibes a little bit.
Okay.
So also R.I.P.
Yeah.
He was huge in the industry, is still huge influence. I have his book also, Kitchen Confidentials, which if you're in the industry, it's a great read.
All right.
Also, I lived by his hangover cure.
Which is?
Mexican cola, spicy Szechuan, and a joint.
You told me about this.
Yes.
You told me about this.
Yes.
I've never tried that.
Oh, it hits. It does hit.
It's all like
at the same time.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Indeed. So, get on that Uber Eats schedule if you really need help to keep going. Or you could just plan your hangovers accordingly and just sleep the next day. That's also what I do.
Yeah, drink plenty of water.
Lots of water.
Stay
Electrolytes.
hydrated.
Yes.
It should be, yeah. I don't really, besides Tuesday, but Tuesday, I mean, we started at like, what time did we get 6 o'clock? Like 1 o'clock?
No, we got there like at 2:30.
Felt like 10.
Yeah.
And immediately got a margarita.
Immediately.
Before
Well,
the first ride.
we stood in line at Superman, and then we realized that none of the cars were running.
Yeah, there was nothing happening. And we were
Yeah.
like, I haven't seen anybody go. I haven't seen anybody go on the ride, but I've been seeing a lot of people get off the ride, which doesn't add up.
All the crowd.
Yeah. So we left that, got a margarita.
By the Margarita Poppy King. He came out of nowhere. That little girl had no idea what to do. And then it was so interesting because they have the J1s too. J1s are these visa workers coming from all over the world to work at these places. We have some at our work right now. They're very sweet this year. Oh, they knocked it out of the park with hiring them this year and training because they're doing great. She definitely looked like she never made a margarita in her life. And she was actually really sweet and kind of sassy. And I really enjoyed it. Probably. She looked like 18. Which is, you can't do that in Illinois at 18. Yeah. And then out of nowhere, around the corner was this big old guy. And he knew the assignment. Yeah. And he executed perfection.
He effed it up real good.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a good way.
I did the biggest happy dance.
Yeah. I was like, oh, all right. And then we went back the second time and...
He did not know.
Yeah, the other guy didn't do so well.
But then we did drink them down because he puts the sauce in it?
The chamoy?
The chamoy. So usually they put the chamoy sauce along the edges on the inside. And then they dump a bunch of tahini in it. And then they pour the margarita. And then they'll put a little bit more and then more margarita. And so the second time it was just the margarita, the chamoy around the rim, and then just the tahini. And we were sad.
Yeah. I was not excited about the second one.
Nope. But then we drank it down a little bit. And then we asked for more.
He's like, fill it up. And then we switched it around.
And then, but I think that one had more tequila because I got about a third of it down and I was already like, it burns.
Maybe they had just like put it in the machine when we first got it and then it finally fully mixed or something. Because I feel like, it's from a machine. So it would be the same amount of tequila unless they had to make more.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have another, what's in the air this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Beyonce brought out Miley Cyrus.
I saw. She looked great. She sounded great.
I want bring out somebody for like other cities. So, I'm supposed to go to Atlanta.
Hey.
If anybody can ever get my schedule correct. And hopefully she brings somebody out in Atlanta.
Yeah. Aren't you going to Vegas too?
It's a thought. But
it's a thought.
I can't go to Atlanta, go to Vegas, and go to the end up going to the U.S. Open.
Oh, right.
Love it.
I just found out today that Javel is a tennis fan.
Oh, yes.
Who knew? I didn't.
Carlos Alcaraz. And Blake Shelton. I always end up saying Blake Shelton, and it's not Blake Shelton. It's Blake. Wait. Now I'm confused again. It's Shelton, not Sheldon. No, it's Sheldon, not Shelton. Whew. 2 men with the same name is crazy. And it's just like one letter that's different. Sheldon, and Shelton.
We need to get more creative with our names.
But one is half black, half white, and one is a white man who sings country music.
But we like him. He did surprise us at the Gwen Stefani concert, which was a huge surprise.
I think he's
Oh, no. Well, we'll leave that for another day and another time.
Yeah.
But Blake Shelton.
Yes.
What about him?
He's this country singer.
Shelton? No, that's Sheldon.
No, Sheldon's the tennis player. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Yeah, Blake Shelton is the singer. Blake Sheldon.
I played his casino game.
Really?
Try to win a guitar.
Sheldon is the tennis player that I'm excited to see also.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, I respect it.
And Coco.
You know that's how I feel about baseball.
Coco Gauff. I'm ready.
Did you know I sang the national anthem for the youth U.S. Open?
Yes.
Who is one of the big guys in the United States that plays tennis? He's retired now. He announced me. He's really well known. I forget his name. He was like the one like 10 years ago who everybody knew his name.
Federer?
Mm-mm. Rick? Aaron? No. I'll find
this one.
I'm gonna have to Google it. But
I
anyway.
like tennis. I ain't a historian.
Ha! That's so funny. Let me do. But anyway, is there another what's in the air this week? I'm trying to think.
For me, no.
The Diddy trial, they are testifying that Paul Kidd from Syracuse basketball that was arrested getting on Diddy's private flight with that duffel bag of drugs. And he did testify. He said they were Diddy's and he forgot they were in there. Because he was doing a hotel sweep, which I thought was really interesting.
What?
Yeah, I just read that today. It's
a hotel sweep.
So he's like an assistant to Diddy, and he was doing a sweep of the hotel, of if anything was left behind, and apparently the drugs were left behind, and he just threw it in a bag and forgot about it, is what it sounds like. But anyway, one of the jurors also has been excused because of inconsistencies with his answers to the jury, and they think that there might be, allegedly, I don't know, there could be, some people think there's tampering. I don't know. That might be just pure speculation. But they dismissed him. The defense was very upset because he's an African-American man. They brought on one of the alternates, and then one of the alternates called in sick because of vertigo walking to the court. There's just some weird, the trial is weird. And also it keeps getting like more graphic and more graphic. I guess, yeah. So
they're showing pictures, right? Somebody said they're showing pictures now.
They're showing videos. They showed 3 separate videos of the freak-offs. The prosecution, these videos are all 10 to 11 minutes long. They showed 30 seconds. Nobody in the courtroom is allowed to hear or see them, so the jurors have their headphones on. And the defense is making them watch the videos longer, which I think is really interesting.
Wow.
Yes. Oh, and another what's in the air this week is that the judge in the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case is allowing the text messages between Blake and Taylor Swift to be used as evidence. This is huge. This is a very big deal. Blake at one point went to Taylor and told her to delete these text messages, which is illegal and a crime. Taylor Swift is not a dummy. She did not become the biggest touring superstar of our lifetime to be taken down by this D-list actress. Let's be real. So that it's gonna get a little messy. They tried really hard, really hard to hide these. So this is gonna be huge. And so some people thought that the judge dismissing some of Justin Baldoni's lawsuit was a bad thing. This is actually great because at that time they allegedly think that Taylor Swift's father went to lawyer Friedman and Justin Baldoni with the information that they needed so they wouldn't subpoena her. It seems like this information is going to come out no matter what.
Interesting.
Yes. So that's hot goss.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a I guess I have to pay close attention. I was listening to the other podcast I listened to, Rising Crime, and apparently there's this teacher. Where is she from? I don't remember where she's from, but
Andy Roddick.
Andy Roddick. Okay, another name.
Sorry. Great.
Damn. You said Rick. Rick Flair. I'm kidding.
Woo!
And then, so there's this teacher, and she was texting her students, boys, having them come over to her house, multiple of them at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
And the orgies and getting them high, giving them mushrooms, and taking, did she say she take videos? She was paying them like between $300 and $800 for pictures of their you-know-who. And she was sending them pictures of her cuckoo, and it's crazy. I think she got 40 counts against her right now.
52. I know who you're talking about.
52?
Yep.
Yeah. But there's 2 different ladies, because there's another lady who was like...
it's always in Florida.
Who was... there's the lady who slept with her stepson.
I saw that.
And the lady who... Oh, no, the other lady, the 52 count lady, her kids were upstairs for some of the time that she had those situations with those boys.
Life in
Insane.
prison.
Yeah,
Life. You're going
stay
away, lady.
And the husband was helping her threaten the boys.
Oh, yes.
And then the other one that slept with the stepson, her husband sent the stepson, or his son, to his grandparents' house and told him never to speak about the situation after he walked in on her giving his son a blowjob. Girl, these people.
I hate it. I hate it. It's so awful.
Yeah.
I just, there's like 5% of the population where I can just completely do without. I feel like 5% of the world's population is truly evil.
Yeah.
And there's, unfortunately, I don't know what to do about it.
It's larger than that.
Pure evil. There's a bunch of population that I think doesn't care. I think that's the biggest gap. And then there's another small part of the population that tries to do good and better the world. I think those are the 3 types.
Yeah.
Evil, don't care, do-gooders. I don't know if there's more. Text me or message me.
There probably is more. Yeah.
More varieties of that. But yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah.
Hell no.
So I'll be keeping up with my Rising Crime podcast to hear the updates on that, because that is insane.
Yeah, tune into next What's in the Air this week, next week, and we'll continue updates. Yeah. All right, next is we're gonna air it out. Yes, air it out. Boom, baby.
Do it.
What was your first gay pride parade experience?
I was 16.
Oh, nice.
And we all know Javelle likes to drink. Yep.
The Tanqueray gin and juice.
This was
Or
around that time.
The
yeah,
Bulldog.
I think it was Malibu.
Malibu. We all had a Malibu face.
Malibu and cranberry, or Malibu and something.
Diet Coke for me.
Ooh, I think I drank that too.
Yeah.
No, I think it was just regular Coke though, like rum and Coke. But oof, oh, And then one time I got sick and never looked at that bottle ever again.
Because it's 20%. You gotta drink a lot of it.
I remember taking a number 2 and it smelled like the alcohol.
That would scar me for life.
And that's what it has now. I look at that Malibu bottle and I'm like, I remember what my shit tastes. Ew.
Yeah.
When it smelled like Malibu, and I was like, never again. Never again.
Why did you have to put that image in my face? I did not ask for that.
It wasn't on purpose, I promise.
It's there.
Yeah. But I was 16, parade, it was fun. Everybody was having a great time. This is before like people started like crowding the streets afterwards and like making people uncomfortable, and this is before they started shutting down all the bars really early and stuff like that. So before, and this is where the issue came in actually, because before, after the parade, everybody would walk to the beach and everybody would just be at the beach. So
that
nobody
sounds
would
fun.
be in the street, and everybody would, be at the beach after the parade, just, having a good time.
Who'd you go with?
Oh, you're trying to make me have a memory that I don't have. We're talking about...
Too much Malibu.
We're talking about, 18 years ago?
Was it a group of friends? Family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I used to go to this youth group, so I think it was some of the people that I went to this
Youth group is crazy.
Yeah, for safe sex.
Aw,
Take
yay.
care of yourself, people.
Yes.
And, yeah, I think I went with a bunch of them, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, they do hand out condoms at the parades.
They do. Beads, condoms, all the things.
Stickers.
Lube.
Coozers.
Yeah,
Coozers.
Coozers. Are you a coozer?
Koozies.
Cozy.
Hey, oh.
I'm dead.
Cruising for cruising.
Cruising for bruising. Kinky. I don't know.
I don't know. That might be the name of the episode. I think mine, we didn't really have parade for it in Kalamazoo, but my first year in Kalamazoo, well, not necessarily, not first year in Chicago, or is it second year in Chicago? I was working at Soho House, and it was going down Broadway Street, and I was living on the wrong side of Broadway Street to get to work, and nobody would pick me up. There was no buses, there was no trains, and I was stuck there, and I had
to call off. I remember.
I did call off.
I was at work that day.
I was like, I'm trapped by the parade.
She couldn't get to work.
I could not. I really would have been like 4 or 5 hours late.
Yeah.
And then they were probably dead anyway. Everybody was probably at the parade. Literally, the freaking city was at the parade. It was impossible.
Yeah, they get some high numbers. That probably was the year I think there was like 1 million people.
Yeah, probably. So then I started, I think taking it off or something like that, because it was literally impossible to get down there. For St. Patrick's Day, I would get a really cheap hotel downtown. There was no other way to get to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, because they also had like the Shamrock Run.
Shuffle, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Which I think they scheduled at that time. I think it's different now, but like that year, it was like the same freaking day. And it was so hard.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to maneuver.
I think they did used to do them together.
Yeah, I don't think they do that anymore.
The big Bank of America Marathon is in November.
Mm-hmm. No, the Shamrock Shuffle.
Or October.
Anyway, whenever they do those things, it's difficult to get around.
Especially if you don't take public transportation.
Exactly. So I really enjoyed the parade that year.
Your first parade, you went because you were stuck.
I was, and it was the most happy stuckage situation I've ever been in. I had a great time. I had no idea it was that colorful, that big, that magnificent.
Vibrant.
And it looked like everybody spent so much money on those floats, and the costumes were incredible. Like, I would say that was a life-changing day for me. Yeah, that really showed me the power of love and pride. And I mean, I got it obviously in Michigan, we did, but I didn't see it on that grand of a scale. It was truly magnificent.
Yeah, I've experienced one in another city besides here, and here's definitely huger. I think they reduced the amount of like, not politicians, but like corporations that can join in now, because there used to be a lot of corporations. Girl, the parade used to be like 3 hours.
That's why I was stuck. The parade was unending. I thought they were in a loop. Nope. They were not just going around the block.
You thought they were going around the block and coming around again, just so you could see them
a big one, or just like keep the people in the block trapped, because there was no way in, no way out, and I just surrendered.
They do have to go to the end, and then they go everybody leaves from the float. And they just drive the float to wherever it goes. Like, people got to pick up their float.
Well, I was a Chicago newbie. I didn't know.
Yeah, or not pick up the float, but the people who are on the float get off and go wherever they're gonna go, and then the float goes to wherever it's going.
I remember specifically messaging an Uber driver. The Ubers were like insanity, like $75. At that point, I was like almost in tears, because I was like, I'm just gonna get to work. I'm gonna get in trouble. And then I don't know who told me to just fucking chill out and call off, but somebody did. Huh?
Wasn't it Jorge?
It probably was Jorge.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. He was like, I think he had a cold. I was like, see, you don't know. But this is when I lived in Pilsen, so I wouldn't know anything about that traffic.
Yeah, right? You just came up from under it.
Yep.
I was just...
No, not under it. I didn't have to come anywhere near it.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, oh yeah, you were so close to work.
Yeah.
Soho is in West Loop. So, Pilsen, West Loop, beep.
Yeah.
I was in damn near the heart of Boys Town living there. I was living on...
No, Halsted.
Halsted. Yeah, I was living on, I think that time I was Broadway and
Was this when you were
Oakdale.
Oh.
No, I was only there for like 6 months. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was happily trapped.
I once went to Miami Pride.
Okay.
Theirs is in April.
Okay.
The first weekend of April. So... Javelle likes to meet people and then go to other cities to meet these people after meeting them for a fun weekend.
That's crazy.
I am slightly, I'm 2 for 0 or 0 for 2, I guess. Yeah, I met someone in Puerto Vallarta.
That's crazy.
A whole nother country, and he owns a place in Miami. And he's like, yeah, do you want to go to Pride? I was like, well, I've never been to Miami Pride, and I stay with you, so yeah, why not? It's cheap. Went, we had a good time. For some odd reason,
Oh, he just got lost in a memory.
Yeah, I did. Sorry.
So how was it?
It was good. We had fun. I don't know
Why do you sound so hesitant about it?
Because I don't know why we like. It just didn't feel like connected. I don't think.
Like the parade?
No,
Pride?
I mean the person.
Oh! I
No,
was
the
talking
parade.
about the parade.
Oh no, the parade was short.
Oh.
It was short. It was simple.
It's kind of surprising.
But everything on South Beach or Ocean Drive was like insane. But the difference there is here when it ends, it's over. There they have the little festival on the beach.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And you walk around and there's like vendors or whatever. Then there's people performing. That's when I seen Icona pop and I was like, well, these girls are lip syncing. And I can tell, and I have never sang on a microphone before, but they were very much. First of all, why y'all singing Charlie XCX's part? You don't sound like Charlie. Make it make sense.
Live band karaoke.
I guess. But Charlie wrote the song.
Oh,
And
nice.
she's on the chorus.
Oh, nice.
That's her.
Okay.
So, what had happened? I don't know. They weren't singing. That's all I know, because
Boo.
I was close enough to see that they weren't singing. So, but yeah, it was still fun. It was Sorry.
No, that was great.
No, I dozed off into the memory.
Did Tony text you about his parade situation? Let's see.
Did what he's supposed to do.
Our sweet baby angel?
He did not.
That's okay.
So let me text him. You a bitch.
Hashtag.
No, I did a heart.
Oh, that's cute.
Because he didn't. It's okay.
When's the parade this year in Chicago?
The 29th?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
not this weekend, next weekend. The last Sunday.
I work at 2. I'm not gonna make it this year. I was forget. Kit always reminds me because we go to his house.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there anymore.
He doesn't. That was so much fun. He lived right on the parade route and he had this huge party. He turned his dining room table into a giant charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
We'd be charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. And we just hang out the window and just wave our flags and yell at the good, beautiful people of Chicago. And it was a great time. And then at night, the streets would be locked down and it would just be a madhouse. Holy shit, is it crazy. Crazy. Yes?
I got nothing.
We got nothing. We'll try to be better about posting more forums sooner.
Yeah, Tony should have admitted he went to World Pride. Which is like the biggest one. Like,
Damn.
People come from other countries for it.
Damn.
Yeah, it was in DC. It looked fun. They had that was the one that J-Lo performed at. I think Tinashe performed.
Wait, he did it this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw the videos.
Dalton went.
Oh, in DC, yes.
Yeah. All these people performed.
That looked amazing.
Yeah. He was like, "Do you want to go?" I'm like, "I can't do it with all those people. I'm so sorry."
We are gonna maybe look at microphones, take on the road to start interviewing people, so we can actually go to these things and make content.
Yeah.
So that is exciting possibilities.
If you guys have any ideas for like what we should do for TikToks, let us know, because I'd be watching the TikToks, but I don't be remembering to save them. I'd be just laughing. Laughing at the TikToks, don't even remember to save them.
Next thing you know, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's how they are. It's like the new age vines.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, great. I think that's the end and dandy for this week.
For sure.
We've been kind of a little longer on some of our other segments. But yeah, we can go to some Astro forecasting. Great. Happy summer solstice today. It's Cancer season, hooray. As a moon rising Cancer, Jupiter Cancer, I'm thrilled by this. It's a little relief if you have Cancer somewhere in your chart. It's nice, but it's kind of, I don't think you do either. But you do have bits of Scorpio. I don't think you, and Pisces. So the water signs will be affected, and so will the cardinal signs. It's going to be a great time of year. You're going to be feeling a little bit more open. You're going to want to connect. You're going to want to kind of, what is this? You are not required to sleep with someone who wants to sleep with you. That's a good rule of thumb.
With everyone, not someone, with everyone.
With everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's words to live by.
Yeah.
Thank you, co-star.
I took a screenshot.
Oh, good. You better post that later. Everybody does want to sleep with y'all, but
weirder and weirder.
What, the co-star?
Yeah.
Why? What does it say?
Remember I was talking about meeting people and going to other cities.
Yeah.
The highly compatible person is the person I went to see in Texas.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Is ours in there?
I mean, it's only showing 3.
Oh. How is ours not top?
It's like the daily thing, though. The like daily friend update, yeah.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Not the compatibility, but it's like
the update with that person.
Highly compatible today with blase blase.
Blase blase.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know names.
There's so many astrology apps. That's an interesting thing to talk about. So I really like Astro.com. They will do your daily horoscope based on your birth chart, which I really like, as well as the astrology climate that is currently happening. So they take aspects of your whole chart, not just your sun sign, because you are not just your sun sign. You are the trifecta of your whole birth chart. Even like if you look at your birth chart and you're like, oh, I don't have any placements in Leo, you do have a placement in Leo. It's in a house, and all the houses represent something, time in your life. So you don't have anything in Cancer, and you just want to know like where Cancer is in your chart. It is somewhere in your chart. There's probably a house in it. Look at that house to determine how your Cancer season will go, and if there's any aspects in that house. Look at that. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But I am just happy it's Cancer season. And also, know more about your chart than just your sun sign.
I think a lot of people, you see this a lot, like people are like downplaying the astrology thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they know that like there's like a whole like if you believe in the solar system, and then you have to believe in astrology, because that's the way the stars are aligned, and that's the way that the whole chart is built up together.
Yes.
Now that the way that the not emotions, but the way that they know how everything's going to play out or how things are going to go, I don't know about that, but I do know that the lighting just did a whole shift.
It sure did. It got dark there for a second.
It's the sun, not somebody's sun. The sun. Oh, she's coming back.
Oh yeah, she just took a quick little cat nap.
Sorry for the random. I was just like, why did it get dark in here all of a sudden? Who turned the lights
The sun
on?
is listening. He's like, yes, you're talking about my trip around the Earth, or actually our trip around the sun.
Yes,
because
we're going around the sun. But in order for you to believe that, you have to know that there's our stars in the sky. And
astrology is technically the psychology of astronomy.
Oh.
Yes. And also, like, it dates back to beyond any civilization, how they were using stars and the sun and the moon, ways to track time. Yeah. Though, from what I understand, the Egyptians invented time, technically, with the sundial. Yeah. But that's how they were able to chronologically log things. So that's why, like, the solstices are very important, especially for, like, planting seeds for harvesting. Like a summer solstice, that would be a time to kind of really start a lot of your harvest. And then like Libra season is usually this like the harvest season, which is interesting that Virgo is a sign before that, and it's a summer sign, and it's literally the archetype is the harvester. So that's also very interesting. Yeah. But then you look at things like let's say grapes, and you're making wine for your god deities back in the day. Like grapes harvest from like September to December, so that does track. That does track with the fall solstice. So depending on what you're harvesting, not strawberries.
I think what you're talking about with the houses and all that, that's like astrocartography. What is it called?
Astrocartography?
Yeah,
I don't know. I have no idea what you're trying to say.
With the where the lines are, and it's like.
Longitude, latitude?
Not on the map, but the if you.
Oh, the aspects?
Yeah.
Yes, aspects are very important in your birth chart.
Like if this line is going through here,
that's an opposition.
Going to be more successful, or like where you get a better, higher paying job.
So like,
your life's gonna be, are you gonna be happier?
Say you're a Cancer, and your aspects between a Leo and Gemini, those are square signs because they are directly next to each other, and those are harsh aspects, where like the opposite of Cancer is Capricorn, so that's an opposition, where like a trin is, well, those are the name of the aspects.
That's not what I'm talking
about. I don't know.
It's astrocartography, I think it's called.
Astrocartography. That sounds great. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's like, and like if you look on the map, depending on where the lines that you're talking about in the houses, if you have the house in this, if it's but like on the map.
Yeah, the aspects.
On the actual map.
Yes. Oh,
a world map.
Oh, okay.
Like if your line is going through this specific area, this is where you'd be more successful.
Astro.com does have that, where you can put your chart to a world map and it will mathematically figure out where your happiest places are.
Yeah. Like
and worst.
And like
there is an aspect through me for Chicago. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's weird. My aspect goes through Chicago. It goes pretty damn close to Anaheim, which I used to live back in the day. It was kind of closer to San Francisco, which I used to live also. And then there's an aspect actually really close to Detroit that's highly favorable for me.
And you came down here?
I did. I came to Chicago instead of Detroit. Maybe one day I'll be in Detroit. Who knows?
I gotta find out where mine is because I don't think it's in Chicago.
I'll do yours. But yeah, let's do some tarot pulls for these signs. All right, Aries.
I didn't shave today. If you notice that my face looks a little scruffy, I was waiting for Pride Fest weekend to.
Yeah, you gotta let it grow out. Sometimes it's easier to shave it that way. Aries, you are the Ace of Cups. New ideas, new relations coming in, kind of a new beginning, favorable. It'll get your cup full. Boom, baby. Taurus. Taurus is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You've been working hard and it's not quite paying off as you thought it would. You're definitely solo on this journey and you might be a little frustrated that you're not reaping the rewards of what you've been putting in, but it's just a delay. Don't worry. Gemini is the Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups, you're kind of like going into, or you have a person that's giving like fuck boy, fuck girl energy. They're not giving you their all. They're keeping their glass half empty. They're kind of keeping you on your toes. They're not giving you what you want. And you might be a little frustrated. You might be a little blue-balled. Cancer. Cancer is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Also, somebody's coming around and they're not, they're fucking with your money. It seems like somebody's trying to con you out of your money. Somebody is making your physical presence kind of feel wonky. There's somebody who's just kind of like messing around and they're gonna fuck around and they're gonna find out. Leo, you've got the, what the hell? Oh, this is a World card. I've never pulled this. The World, things are changing. New seasons are coming. I would take everything with a grain of salt. You might be propelled into a different timeline or a different path, or cycles are coming to an end and they are beginning at the same time. And the world is revolving. World be revolving. Boom. Virgo, you have the Page of Wands. Okay, new ideas, kind of new actions taking towards new goals. You kind of got so many great ideas that you want to put out into the world and you're just kind of formulating your plan. You're formulating your next steps and go with it. For Libra is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Don't spend too much. Definitely keep their purse closed. You might be dealing with some debts. You might be you might get an old bill that might be resurfacing. You just might need to slow down on the spending. Scorpio is the Knight of Wands. Ooh, baby. Ooh, some hot, fiery sex in your future. Ayo. You get that big dick energy. I like it. Next is the Sagittarius is the Nine of Wands. Ooh, there you're going through a burden. You're kind of at a crossroads. You're kind of like some people might be kind of ganging up against you. You might be kind of waiting and seeing how things turn out, and it's not really as you thought that they would turn out, and it's kind of giving you a lot of stress, and just know it's a phase. Capricorn is the Six of Wands in reverse. You're not really, you might want to travel somewhere, but you're having delays. You might want to move forward with some things, you're having delays. You're getting mixed messages, mixed signals, mixed signals. Just know. Also a phase. Just keep planning, and when the time is right, attack. Aquarius, is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse.
If you tell me what the fuck I heard on TikTok, I'm gonna scream.
I don't know. It's giving. You're not getting the clear connection. You're not connected with spirit right now. You're not. Your path to actually move forward is maybe blocked by the physical, but you're not getting any downloads or any signs from spirit. You're kind of in a little funk at this point. Also, all these are phases, by the way. We do these once a week. You kind of don't want to spread you don't want to spread yourself too thin, financially and emotionally, because it's all tied to you, and you just might be not connecting with yourself or spirit. So, Pisces. Next is the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody's coming in and they're talking a big game, but probably not all they say they are. And they might look sharp, they might dress sharp, but they might be a broke ass bitch. Astro forecasting.
Brokey.
Brokey dokie. Brokey not okay. Brokey not okay.
We gotta get some.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, we gotta get one of those mixing things so we can add some sounds.
Okay, but I was looking at those.
If you say brokey, press the button. Brokey.
We do need catchphrase sounds in the podcast. We do need to up the fun level.
We're working it out, guys.
We are.
We're trying our best.
Yes.
And also, if anybody knows someone who produces podcasts that can help us out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
'Cause
I'd be pulling my hair out.
Yeah, we be working.
We be working.
And it gets a little hard.
All right. What's your oracle card?
Oh, it's egg.
Egg.
And it's from the movie Alien.
Okay, I love Alien.
And
Sigourney Weaver is Prime.
The quote is, "Oh God, it's moving right towards you."
Oh God!
It's not always clear that we're only at the beginning of the situation. The stranger in the circumstance, the less able we are to predict the way it can evolve over time with potential shocking results. Gut-wrenching decisions may be forced upon us when we have limited. Can you tell I don't read that often? I am literally using my finger to go across this, to keep.
Who needs glasses now?
No, to keep my place means with which to respond. But any new encounter, no matter how awful, can prove to be crucible. Is that crucible? That helps us recognize our inner strength. I think it's crucible.
I think so too.
Yeah. And it was in the upright position, which means take care when peering into the unknown.
Ooh, I like that.
Don't be going off into the unknown.
Nope.
No care.
Don't be throwing caution to the wind.
I need to read a little more because I just did not like the way that
I feel
happened.
like,
and I used to read very well.
I feel like this is grade school where they put you on the spot and you gotta stand up and read in front of class.
And I used to do so well at that.
That gave me anxiety.
The teacher would always call on me. And now I am like, who the hell and how the hell do I do this?
I'm gonna make you stand up next time.
Oh no.
Okay. But anyway, that was great. Good job.
Thanks.
Are we gonna serve it up? Serve it up.
Depends on what you're trying to serve up.
What are we serving up?
Bubbles.
Did we talk about martinis yet? Because I got things to say about martinis.
Yes, we did talk about martinis. That was the first one.
Oh, well. I always got things to say about martinis. We're talking about bubbles now. Let's talk about bubbles.
Bubbles, because I love some champagne.
Champagne, which is very specific. It is a government-regulated AOC allocation from Champagne, France.
Yes, it is.
And it is, actually, I heard there's more than just 3 grapes. I think it technically can be 12 grapes.
Oh.
Yes, I went to the Champagne class last year. My one of the board members. Was fascinating.
Really?
Yes. But traditionally, it's either Chardonnay, Pinot Meunier, Pinot Noir. Sometimes it can be just one grape, though. Chardonnay is gonna give it like that brioche-ness, that kind of breadiness.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, Pinot Noir, you're gonna have a little bit more like fruit, and then Pinot Meunier, it's like kind of like more jammy. I want to say.
Okay.
I have to relook at my notes. I wish I have looked at that before knowing today was bubbles, but we love bubbles.
We do. I love a sparkling rosé.
Mm-hmm.
I love
You can get that from anywhere.
I like Prosecco.
Honestly, I like sparkling champagne, or not sparkling champagne.
Sparkling champagne is crazy.
Crazy. Who knew? What a concept. But it's a multiple fermentation process. They add yeast into the bottles and then they lay the bottles on the side, and that's where the yeast comes from. Or the bubbles come from it. Yeast.
Got it.
Anyway, but you can get sparkling wine from California, and it is excellent. I do really like sparkling wine from California. Sparkling wine also from Michigan. Remember, we went to that Traverse City.
We did.
And that wine was so amazing.
It was. It took me a while to want to open the bottle that I drank, and I was so sad. I'm not driving another 8 hours to get it.
I know.
I guess we can fly.
We can.
Go see Kelsey.
Yes, we need to see Kelsey.
Yes.
There's a few people in Traverse City. We need to see Chase. We need to see Kelsey. We need to see a bunch of people. And it's so beautiful. Traverse City is super unknown, hidden. And I didn't even get to take you.
Sidetrack.
Yes!
So
I can go for the first time.
Yeah, because you didn't have
I left my passport at the hotel.
Yes, that was, oh my God, that night.
But then, that night was something. But then I made a bunch of friends outside. It was fine.
When did I walk to the
Yes, you did. You crazy bitch.
I one night walked back, and it had to be a good half a mile, maybe more. But the streets are not well lit. It's not a city. It's not like a big city. It's like really dark.
Population of like 18,000.
I watched a lot of horror movies and a lot of true crime, so Javelle was freaking out for like 6.5 blocks.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know why I did this.
Yep.
I think it was hard to get an Uber or something. I just ended up walking.
In a town that small, it is hard to get an Uber. It is very difficult. But anyway,
beautiful city.
Sparkling wine.
Yeah.
Shipping. There's Prosecco, there's Cava.
Brut? Is Brut different from champagne?
No, that's a style of champagne.
That's what I thought. Okay.
There's extra dry, there's Brut, there's Sfumato, I want to say, which is like sweet. But like Moscato is sparkling. You can get, sometimes I find like Vino Verde can be a little bubbly sometimes. Or like maybe it's so minerally it comes off as bubbly.
Got it.
So minerality, terroir, like where the grapes are actually grown. That's one of my favorite characteristics of any spirit or wine is the terroir. I think it is a huge building block and completely underrated. I'm obsessed with mouthfeel. It's just my favorite.
I hope none of our sons listen to this. But if Sancerre was made into a sparkling, what would it be?
Sun sparkling?
Okay. Because...
we can ask them that question.
Yeah. I want to know.
Sparkling Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had one, actually. I did have a sparkling Sauvignon Blanc when I was in, I was in California for my 31st birthday. I went on a solo trip. It was like a week. And I went on a wine tour. Temecula. What?
Tell me you just remember the name. Tell me you just remember the name.
Temecula.
Temecula.
It was, it's really hot there, so the quality of grapes is not the same as Napa. But somebody did give me a sparkling Sauvignon Blanc, and it was so dry and tart and bubbly, and I really enjoyed it. And I went roaming through the vineyards, and it was wonderful.
That was beautiful for Kelsey's wedding, too.
Yeah. Oh, that was 90-degree days up there, too. That's crazy that area can get so hot. I know, like, Michigan doesn't seem too far away from Chicago, but Michigan's actually a really long state. I think it took like a solid 4.5 hours to get up there. And they're surrounded by a bay and Lake Superior and Lake Michigan.
4.5 hours?
From the start of Michigan to the end of Michigan. We're not talking about getting through Illinois, Indiana, around, and then you're fighting against the time. The Google Maps said 5.5 hours. It took us a good goddamn 7.5, 8 hours. And also not talking how it's like single lane highway. Yeah. A decent part of that.
It was single lane highway. Javelle was...
we almost did not make... oh, yeah.
120? Oh, the boat. The catamaran.
Catamaran. We almost didn't make it.
And we left pretty early.
Yeah, we did. We did our best. And I'm sorry to make Javelle drive the whole time. I did suggest flying round trip $200, which next time we will do that. And then rent a car when we get there. That seems like the most... best option for us young ones.
We're not young anymore. That's the thing. I'm not. I don't think I can afford to live this uncomfortable life.
Right. Well, that was a good little serve it up.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Next, we're going into latest obsessions. It's gonna be a little longer one today, but that's fine.
You think so?
Yeah, we're already.
Already hitting the mark?
Yep. All right, my latest obsession.
Obsession.
Oh, well, it's on track for that. Love Island. Obsessed. I like this cast. I think they'll grow on you. Javel just recently started getting back into it. I think it's because I sent him the Meg Thee Stallion was on last night.
I was already watching before that.
So stuck on episode 2.
I'm on episode 4.
Yay, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's hard to watch it.
You have 10 more episodes to go. She's on episode 14. We'll see how long this lasts. But anyway, Meg, it was very serious in the house. There was a lot of drama going on. And Meg Thee Stallion brought me to tears. I was laughing so hard. She was so good. That was what the house needed.
My birthday twin.
Yes. Oh, and it's so funny. She said she only watches 2 things, Love Island and a bunch of horror stuff. And I laughed instantly because it made me think of Javel. He only watches horror things.
Yeah. I mean, true crime technically is horror.
Yeah.
Some scary
I bet
shit.
she does too.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, I think that's part of horror. I think it fits under the subgenre of horror.
1000%.
Like, we twins.
Yep, for sure.
I did watch the first season of Love Island. I honestly enjoyed the European one more though, which is, yeah.
I think
I even tried to give this a chance, and I think I seen the guy was cute, and I was like, oh, I can watch this.
I want to say it used to be on CBS, and now
Yes.
it's not on CBS, and I get why. It is inappropriate in the best way.
Yeah, yeah.
In the best way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's a lot of booties rocking everywhere.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
No, but it was great. Some of the guys really tried hard to compete with the girls with the twerk off, and I just love the showmanship. I love that they were enthusiastic. It was great. I think at one point Austin was throwing
Are you trying
his.
to tell me what's gonna happen?
Oh, fine, I won't. No spoilers.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, the boys showed out. I don't feel like that's much of
Okay.
a spoiler.
Oh, wait. This is not when they were doing the how many people have you slept with?
No.
Okay.
No, but makes
Those
me
thousands.
feel great about myself.
Those thousands though, was it it was Austin and
Austin a freak.
and
Freak.
Was it Matt? I mean
Nick?
Nick.
I think it's Nick.
Yeah, Nick and Austin with them 1006 or 1003. I think the numbers were. I was like, boy. Oh, and then how many people you had sex with in a day?
Oh, that was crazy.
Oh, I was like, I feel so.
I know, I feel so innocent over
I
here.
feel like a
I'm just a
nun.
baby.
I feel like a nun.
Yeah.
Hello?
Well,
Who? Somebody had 6, right?
that is nonsense. Nonsense.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Oh my god. That was wild. No, I'm not gonna lie. That game. Some of y'all should play that with your partners and find out some information that you don't know.
But then
If
you
you
gotta
wanna
have a
know.
no judgment clause.
That's
if you
true.
do that, my God. Like what?
Oh, some of my friends are up there.
We got
But they're
them.
not-
We know
they're not
them.
in the 1,000. Yeah.
We definitely got, I'm sure there's somebody in our friend group who is up there. Actually,
Probably. Mhm.
I'm not gonna say no names,
Yeah,
but
no.
I know.
Oh, for sure. Y'all had this conversation right in front of me. I was like, ain't no way.
Ain't me.
I said y'all.
Oh,
That means we
you
talking to the other
all.
person.
You all.
The other person that was in the conversation
Mm.
was talking about their diddly daddlies.
I know. I'm thinking there's other people in the back of my head who are triple that we know.
And on that note,
Yes. What's your latest obsession?
obsessed with what?
Mm.
I think I've been lately obsessed with trying to care about how I look as far as my fashion.
Oh, I thought you always cared.
I used to just put on whatever, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't even trying.
Mm. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Eh?
What do you mean? I've been doing it.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. That's my latest obsession because I've been doing it.
I think you look great always.
I mean,
I'm your biggest fan.
You know my issues.
Until you love me.
Body dysmorphia and all that stuff.
Well, your body looks great, and you're
Your body
so
is
cute
a
and
wonderland.
lovely and amazing brain attached to that sexy hot body. Ooh, baby, he's a catch.
Rawr.
All right.
Come and get it if you're ready.
Yeah, if you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na.
I love that song.
Me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
Na 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 na.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just trying to present myself better, I guess. I'm 34. life's not getting any shorter, so.
I feel like people have been commenting that I've lost a lot of weight, which I have, but they say it's in my face. They said I lost a lot of weight in my face. And I don't know if that's just me getting older or just me working so hard and then not eating right times, but I've been eating. I eat a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna start fasting because
Intermittent fasting or fasting?
intermittent fasting. No, fasting, girl. Come on. You should
Do that lemonade diet with the lemons, the
cayenne
maple, the maple syrup. It's got to be grade B because grade A is the first maple syrup that comes out of the tree. Grade B is the second. Does that make sense?
And the cayenne pepper, right?
Yes.
And what does this do?
Cleans out your colon.
Okay.
My boss does it every year, still to this day, ex-boss in Michigan. He does it for 10 days.
You just drink this every day for 10 days.
Yep. Shits his brains out.
But
Yeah.
does he have a six-pack?
No.
Oh, well, never mind.
But he does look good for an older guy. You look great.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, this is that week's episode. Boom. It's a little longer than usual, but why not? We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, there's a lot to cut at the beginning anyway. Remember we were...
For the movie, not for the recording.
Oh, true. All right.
But
Thanks, guys.
thank you for tuning in. Happy Pride Month, and we'll be back.
Please comment, like, subscribe,
Next week.
follow. We will do another forum. We're going to try to get it out earlier.
Yes.
I think I did something wrong and I didn't tell Abby, but...
And I was sick this week, so
Yeah,
we're
so
finally
we're
back
struggling.
on the horse.
We're getting back into it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much. This is Air Qualities Podcast. I'm Javelle.
I'm Abby.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Bye.